What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel. We're online at www.whatsupinthesky.com, and you are looking at a Spirit Rover picture that I believe is one of the smoking guns of old machinery and old life on Mars. And this is an older picture too. This has been out for a while, and I've got two different versions of it. I've got a version, the version that comes from the arrow.info where they add the color back to it, or they put a little color back in it. And I've also got the picture right here from the Mars rover. This one's pretty neat, this arrow.info. You can find all the Spirit sols. This is from sol 2116. It's 5:30 a.m. here on Wednesday morning. Starting my vacation today, I pick up one of my Russian friends from the airport on Friday, so I got a couple things to do, finish up some renovations of the house. She's coming in. She's never been here before. I'm really excited to have her. I know she's pumped, so I'm excited for her. Coming to America. So we've got this one, and we also have the other over here. And we're going to take a look at this piece right here, and also a lot of other stuff on this little hill right here seems to be man-made. And this is where the Spirit Rover started having issues. Once it started stumbling, I tell you, Spirit stumbled on so much. I think we dropped that right in the middle of a civilization as well. And we can look at some of this right here. Let me show you once again. Yeah, I showed you where everything was from. Let me do a real fast pause. And then let's go down here and take a look at some of these rocks. Let's take a look first at this one. I like the color one. I like what they do with these on that arrow.info page there. And check the link below. All you have to do is go to my description. It's going to be there. And let's take a look at this piece right here. Image. Let's do some auto color on it. See what happens. That brightens it up a little bit. Let me adjust the exposure a little bit, which might bring around, maybe let me pump some gamma. And here, okay, here we go. So to me, this screams intelligent design. It almost looks like it was part of some sort of machine, some sort of statue, but see how we've got like pieces that go up through it? Almost looks like sheet metal to me. This doesn't look like rock. See how this one piece runs all the way down through it and then has a hose that comes off, and it almost looks like the hose keeps on going up and around the corner here. Like maybe this was just maybe this piece, and I'm thinking this piece all look kind of the same. Like this was one big piece of something. Maybe I should do that to that whole picture. Let me see what I can come up with here. That does not look too bad how that worked. All right, step backwards. All right, one more, then we're going to go edit. Image, auto color, gave me about the same. Let's do the exposure. And this is one of the reasons I think probably Spirit saw its demise, and that brightens it up pretty high in front of me. So let's take a look. At least that'll let me take a look at this a little bit better, and then we'll jack that brightness back down a little bit. Take a look at the rest of the picture. I mean, do you guys see this? This stuff right here is pretty interesting right here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 caverns in it, and all sorts. And this almost looks like a stairways or something over here. But since I tell you, more and more it looks like just you'd find in a junkyard of dilapidated old car parts and stuff. Who knows what this stuff is part of? But something. I know that Spirit had an issue. Like I said, if you look at just the Spirit videos that I've done over the last couple of years, it's amazing what they started rolling up on before it was lost. So more and more as I look up at this hill, it does not just look like normal debris. Look down here. Let's look at this right here. Look at that perfect circle in here. It's got this thing behind it. Look at the cuts in this piece right here. I mean, that's pretty interesting. It's like a stairway cut. It, of course, it'd be flipped over if it was an actual stairway. But you see, all these things have, once again, these parallel lines, 3 parallel lines together that are sticking out. They look like they're part of something. You know what I mean? I don't get it. So, and it goes up around the corner here. I said, I don't know, guys. This thing, I keep having to hit stop and record. It's a morning picture. I got so much going on here in the morning. And look at this right here. Tell me that doesn't just look kind of like something sticking up out of nowhere, but you don't see any of the statue there. Let me flip over to the black and white one to see if we can't pull this out. It seems like they have a little bit more from the NASA website. You get a little bit more to play with in the way of the color. Not much auto tone. They've autoed these up pretty well. When you don't see much change when I hit auto stuff, especially on the black and white pictures, that could be the case, but You know what? I have something selected on here. Hold on, timeout. I must have. Yeah, I did. Image, auto tone. Still not much. There we go. Image, exposure. I'm gonna give it the gamma a little bit, and give it just a little bit of brightness to give her a little brightener back up. Now let's take a look at it in this. That just to me screams intelligent life for some reason. It just looks like a dilapidated down machine. And down here you've got more pieces of it. Looks like here, look, this circle and this circle is the same, and almost like the piece is something. This looks like a piece of metal or something that would just go. I've been doing so much work around the house lately since Dad died that it's amazing. Now that I'm using a lot more tools than I used to. I'm an IT guy, IT director, so I've always had. There's where that little. This right here is just where I was doing it earlier. That's what I brightened up. Um, but as you know, I don't use my hands a lot, so now I'm really starting to recognize more what looks like different tools that I've been using. Check this out here though. These pieces that go up this like wedding cake stairs, whatever I want to call it, like wedding cake piece right here, up towards this thing. It just that just blows my mind. And I hope it does you guys too, because I can't sit here and look at this stuff and say, oh, that's not intelligent design. To me, that looks like something. I've never stumbled over rocks on Earth. And of course, I live on Earth. I don't live on Mars. And I am one first person to say that, and I'm also the first person to say I see what I see and you see what you see. So I mean, we can both go different directions on this here, but I like you guys to comment. Let me know what you guys think about this picture. But look at this piece of what looks like sheet metal here that's hanging off this one side here, and it gets blurred up. See how blurry it is right here? Almost like it was tampered with. Um, like it would have had something written right there or something along the lines, but the blur factor is much different from around. Oops. Much different from the other side. Although we didn't get the greatest pictures from Spirit and Opportunity, but some of them are gorgeous that came back. And this is nice quality for a black and white picture. We can see, it's not too awful. Now I wish I would start doing some 3D videos. And even down here, this looks like a little T that comes out of there. See that over there? It's got two little bubbles on each side. It's a T, like a T screw, or basically something to turn on like a faucet we have here. And here's where I say, well, I think stuff like this is intelligent design, because you get all these shapes in them. It just looks like something that would have been put together, some sort of engine type stuff. I always think stuff's engines, or I always bring it to stuff here on Earth, but literally I have no idea what it is. But to me, even in Arizona, I've been all over the place, and I don't see stuff that looks like this, that looks like a piece of sheet metal sticking up above the ground, and it is hanging out over top here. You can see its shadow going down. Um, More and more just random stuff. Look at this here. I mean, look at the shape of this bright white piece here, whatever this is. I mean, that definitely looks like it's got something going on there. Um, and as we roll through the picture, there's just so much over here. More and more and more. These just looks like some rocks down here, but even some of the just rocks. Look, see here, it's got two little circles in them, and it goes up. It's like random stuff to say, oh, that's just randomness. That's, junk. That's just rocks. People, come on. Come on, trolls. Or people with really closed minds. You got to open your mind to watch one of my videos, and especially if you've never watched them before. This is the first one you ever came across. I invite you to please go back and watch the old videos. That's where you're really going to find out, wow, something's going on up on Mars. There's just way too many coincidences. Look at this piece right here. Tell me this doesn't look like a piece of a tool or wrench or something. Let's see if we can't actually. It's crazy how, because it's so dark on the one thing. Let's just drop the exposure, see if we can't brighten. See that now as I pull it out? Right there? What in the world? And then around everything, they want you to think that they whiten it up really bright, because you miss everything that's in here. There's all sorts of stuff that could be. See all the stuff like this stuff and all that? Watch what happens when I bring this out. This is, all I have to do is drop it a little bit, the exposure, and then bring the gamma up a little bit, and you'll start seeing this stuff get pulled out. Let me bring this back up a little bit to see if it come out more. But and when I say now, see the stuff, see how it's got little lines and things going through, like it's almost like piping or something on the ground. People call it the spider web. I wonder if a lot of this stuff is moss or something like that. And you think I'm crazy if you don't watch my other videos. Go to my channel, up in the search bar, search for water on Mars, or NASA lies about water, NASA lies about trees. I mean, there's all sorts of vegetation on Mars. Mars is not the planet that we were told it is, and we will never be told the truth about. I just come to the conclusion they're letting us tell the truth, and the people who want to hear it will hear it, and the people who don't, oh well. They're not going to shake the boat. You know, after the Brookings Institute report said that basically, if you read it, and I'm looking to do a video on the Brookings Institute report here shortly. Um, they're basically saying, you know, it'll just destroy our way of life, knowing that there's an extraterrestrial race out there. It cause pandemonium, and ever since that was put out in the '60s, that's been it. You know, that's the go around. They just doubled down on the military's, you know, shh. We're not going to say a word about anything, and who knows what it is. You know, I want to believe these are out on Mars. A lot of people don't even believe that these are on Mars. You know, they think they're somewhere rolling around America. Look at the ornate features, though, of these pieces. And this is what I'm saying, that the stuff looks like it's been worked and it's just been destroyed into big pieces. Look at this rounded part here, right? And then on top of it, when I give you the gamma, you can actually see it and bring some of that white balance down. They add so much white to these pictures. Look at this stuff around it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These little beads on top of it. They look like legitimate beads. They don't look like rocks that are sitting on them. They look like they've been positioned, like it was part of something. It's ornate. That's the word I'm looking for. So anyway, guys, more everywhere on Mars you go, especially the Spirit rover. I said I've been so focused on curiosity lately. I'm letting a lot of these old pictures slide that I have. They're just really good pictures. Look at this piece. Looks like a beam from something. Um, so anyways, guys, if you're new to my channel, come on, check. You're going to expect more trolls because they're coming out of the woodworks, and I'm going to say it every video. Like I say, when people come here and, gosh, I didn't even catch up all half this stuff up here. Look at this up here. This stuff around here, the just like the ovalness looks like an input shaft into something. Up here, it looks like another piece of machinery. It's got stuff coming off. Some of this stuff looks like petrified wood to me, you know, but this is the main, this one right here to me, it just looks like a piece of something. And also down here too does, this looks like a piece of volcanic rock maybe, but it does look like just basically something being dilapidated. So we're looking at this piece here. Really, this piece has got the square opening. It looks like there's stuff coming out of it or going into it. Here's got beams that run down through this piece right here. I mean, this area is just wonderful. Another piece right here. Tell me this doesn't look like an axe or something that's buried. Something's going on Mars. Something's funny on Mars, ladies and gentlemen. What's Up in the Sky 37, www.whatsupinthesky.com. Come check out my page. If you can't get through my picture, you got to create a picture to register. I'm going to be giving away this rover here. Let's find it. I've got one built for myself, and I'd ordered two. It took forever to get it because they were sold out. So all you have to do is go to www.whatsupinthesky.com, hit register, put your name in there. You can even register with Facebook. And when I hit 10,000 subscribers, which is coming up soon, I'm going to go ahead and pull your name. I'm basically going to print out all the names, pull them out of the hat, and give whoever wins the rover. And I hope you enjoy it, because it was fun to make, and I haven't done Lego since I was a kid. I'm 33, and I enjoyed it. All right, guys. Much love to you. I hope you're having a wonderful one. Take care. Peace. Oh, and go download this picture. This one's pretty badass. Love you guys.